Oh, that's fine. I'm good. The meeting, okay. Okay, start video.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. This one,
Okay, there I am. Okay, now I got it.
yeah, they
Okay.
changed the system around completely. I don't know what, but I guess it worked.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I had the in and you just popped up as soon as you got on. Wonderful.
All right. Well, there you go. And so what's going on? Anything good?
Well, yesterday was the 81st birthday, so already heading to the 82nd now.
Oh
So
my.
I had a couple busy days. I had a wonderful birthday yesterday, and actually, just another celebration today. I'm a firm believer in celebrating your birthdays
Oh,
because that's your own special day.
It's your birthday?
So, pardon?
your birthday was yesterday?
Birthday was yesterday, so was Carol's.
That's
We have the same birthday, except she's 2 hours older than I am.
and I had my 82nd birthday on October 2nd.
10 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're all October people, but is October 1st Libra also?
I think so. I think the last part of September or the
September, yeah, I think you're right. Yep. So we're all Libras. Whatever.
okay, Google, when does Libra start?
On the website Britannica.com, they say, in astrology, Libra is the seventh sign of the zodiac, considered as governing the period from about September 22nd to about October 23rd.
September 22nd.
There we go. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And how's your weather?
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Now it's I think today we had maybe 72. Hold on a second. I don't know why my phone's ringing at the same time. Just a minute.
Oh, that's fine. Keep an eye on top if it says admit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I miss Pat.
Hey, Sharon. Wow. Well, I'm sorry I missed your birthday. It was nice to be included, and I really was going to, but Mike had stuff we had to do, and I just had to stick with him. So I just dropped your stuff off, and you didn't happen to be in the bistro when in the building when I dropped it off, so I didn't have a chance to even say happy birthday.
Oh, I was in the building. I was in my apartment. You know, I went. Yeah, I just.
You weren't there at the front door. You know where I.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I wasn't anywhere near that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I understand. And it was one of those weird things.
No, bro.
But did you have a good show?
Oh yeah, it was just delightful. Thank you. Yeah, it was. A lot of people forgot, like the Pippins forgot, a few other people forgot, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens on a Sunday.
Bro.
Yeah.
Family show up and all that stuff.
Hello.
Anyway, you got another year downturn. You did good.
What's going on? Anything good?
You did a lot of good things. So now you got a new year ahead of you.
That is exactly right. Okie dokie. Well, listen, I'm on a Zoom, so I will talk to you later.
All right, honey. No problem.
Okay, bye. Okie dokie.
Okay, so we got Ralph, Sharon. Now we need Carol on the line.
I don't think Carol will be on today.
You won't be?
Today's her birthday. She's having a birthday party in Pueblo.
Oh, okay. And Sharon.
Oh, I thought you had that yesterday.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, maybe she did. I know that she sent out the invite.
Yeah, I couldn't get down there for it because I had my own up here. You know, we have the same birthday.
Oh, you do? Well,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Well, she's 2 hours older than I am. So she's the old lady.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Sharon.
It was a 2-day celebration. I like it said to Ron. It should be, absolutely.
Yeah.
So now I don't think Yvonne's going to make it. She gave me a call yesterday, and she has a game to go to or something. I don't know. So But
Yeah.
Carol should be on. I'm sure she had a party last night,
Maybe,
yesterday. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Well, we'll see. It might be just the four of us.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
oh, boy.
Yeah.
I was watching the Bronco game, so,
Oh, how are they coming along?
well, they came from a deficit during the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden they made two touchdowns, and then they tried for the 2-pointer and they messed that one up, so they're 13.
So they didn't win.
No,
No,
they're
they
not gonna win. But they're, I'll tell you, today it seemed like the Chargers were real quick. I mean, those guys were just on it. And the Broncos just weren't reading them right, so.
It seems like the Broncos have a brilliant game and then they have a non-brilliant game.
That's about
They
right.
take, yeah,
Yeah,
they take turns with their brilliancy.
I know. It's kind of like, are you the same guys that were here last week?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, oh, well.
Commander
Anyhow.
Redskins lost today to Baltimore, so, but they expected that. Baltimore really, they have a good team, but, anyway, they had won 4 games in a row.
Yeah,
Baltimore won 3, now Baltimore has won 4 games in a row, and Washington lost, but, they got this quarterback who's Daniels. He looks pretty good. He was the Heisman Trophy winner last year. But we've had, I think, 3 Heisman trophies winners come to DC, and 2 of them didn't pan out. So
yeah,
anyway,
that's kind of, yeah, well, Nix is from Oregon, University of Oregon,
oh,
and he was doing excellent there.
mhm.
But I don't know if it was a Heisman winner or not.
Well,
Anyhow, so he can still move around a lot quicker in the back than most of those guys.
you ever go to any games, Rob?
You know something, it was funny because back in the day, when I was teaching down in Fountain, this guy I was teaching with, his brother, this was Dennis Cockcroft, and his brother was Don Cockcroft, and he was place kicker for the Cleveland Browns. And so anytime that their Browns were near town in Denver, Dennis got tickets.
Oh, okay.
And sure enough, much as you wanted to, I couldn't go that particular day. So, yeah. But to answer your question, no. One word.
Well, there used to be a bunch of us that went to games together, just we got together and went, and I kind of am out of contact with it. One lives in Washington State, and the other one I don't see rarely, and another one passed away. So anyway, we used to go to all the Navy games and all the Maryland games, but I kind of have interest, that was something I was into that 100%. But I went to a high school game the other night. Good Counsel, they have one of the top teams in the nation, and they played St. John's, which is also, they're 2 of the premier. And I went on Friday night. Our 2 granddaughters go to St. John's, and Jeffrey went to Good Counsel. So that, for me, that was all the football I need to see in person, I think. And I mean, my God, that front line, Ralph and Sharon, they're 295 to 320 all the way across.
What?
They're from 295 pounds to 320 all the way.
I know these young kids.
You're talking about 16-year-old kids, 300.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Sid said that, down in Fountain when she goes to sub there, which was last week, in fact, and she said these kids walk in and they're 15 years old, 16, and they're like that, down in Fountain. And I don't know whether some of the football players or not, but they got one of the best stadiums. I think a lot of universities would like to have what they have down there at that high school.
Yeah.
Between the new like arena for the basketball and indoor sports.
Mhm.
So anyhow,
Uh, times have changed and, well, the high schools here, when we went to Catholic High, you played Central, you played Centennial, maybe County High and
mm,
one or two Abbey or whatever. Here, John's, they played a game a week ago at San Antonio. They played the week before in Florida.
yeah,
And I don't know who pays those expenses. When you take a team that far, you got hotel, food, transport.
and it's true, District 20, it's a Academy School District up here, and their volleyball team does that kind of stuff.
Right.
We have a game in St. Louis, for crying out loud. What's a high school team doing traveling that far when you have as many high schools here,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's gotten too much.
Yeah.
Well, it's a business now. Back, I think, when we went to Catholic High, it was a sport, first of all, and you had Jack Parsons or whatever coaching.
Mhm.
But now, it's a business. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, these kids in some of the schools here, they're going to Michigan State, and Ohio State, and I don't recall Catholic High, our kids going to school like that. I mean, might be one or two of them, but
There are scouts sitting in the stands. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can't believe it.
yep. But
Anyhow.
more power to them if they can do that.
Well, they've got the money to do it.
Well,
Colleges and university between them and then the pro teams. And the pro teams, they're looking for high school kids in basketball.
oh yeah.
They can scoop a kid up that just graduated from high school, put him out there.
Good example, and quite a few others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, now you got ladies basketball taking off like it has with Caitlin Clark and people like her showing up. Man,
they had a thing in the Washington Post, comparisons for all the WNBA teams. Their attendance was, and now each time she plays there, you may have 5,000 people at your game, but when she plays, they have 20,000.
oh yeah,
They had a whole table of all those type of comparisons.
yeah,
On the people who watched on TV, it was like, maybe 500,000. Now they got 12 million.
yeah.
And they say it's because of her. And
Yeah.
there are people who don't like her just because of that. They say she's trying to hog all the attention. She's not trying to hog it. She's earning.
No, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
she's good.
Oh,
And everybody said when she got into the pros, she'd fall on her face. No, she hasn't.
No.
well, let's
Yep.
hope keeps up the second year. Sometimes you go into it, and, maybe when the fame goes to her head or something, but hopefully.
Yeah.
When they played here at Maryland, I told Janet, so I think I'll try to go. They were selling the tickets for $1,500, and I said, that's all right.
Really? Oh. Oh.
It used to be, you wanted to go to a Maryland game, they paid you to go in, and that's the way it is.
$1,500. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Right, yeah. If I had you all for your buddy shirt, I would have bought it, but not quite.
Yeah. I heard about, was it Swift?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah. And some gal in Florida.
Oh, the ex-boyfriend of Kelsey.
No, this was just a woman who told her daughter just, that if she did something in school, whatever it was, that she'd buy her tickets to Taylor Swift.
Oh,
And her mom the kid got excited, number one, but did exactly what she needed to do to get the tickets.
Yeah.
Tickets were $11,000.
Oh, no, it's just absolutely ludicrous.
How
Isn't
much
it?
they
I
wrote?
won't even pay $50 to go see anybody, much less that.
No. When they lived in Florida, you know, it wasn't like they had to fly somewhere. They lived
Yeah.
within driving distance.
Ralph, did you say 11,000 or
11,000.
1,000 to see
What
it?
were the tickets? 5,000 a piece or something?
Yeah,
Just
well, then they
ludicrous.
got, well, the reason they were on is because a scammer scouted, shaved off the tickets from Ticketmaster,
Uh-huh.
Mm.
or whoever it was. And when she was getting ready to download the tickets, they weren't there anymore.
Oh my.
And then she didn't know that she was charged for it. And so that was why she was on national television. She was talking about the scammers and what they're doing. And then she went to whoever it was, like I say, Ticketmaster, explained the situation. And they have a whole team of people that just try to prevent that. So they made it good for her anyhow.
Oh, good. They should. My word.
Yeah. So, yeah, well,
But
anyhow.
I just don't. I have never understood it. Even thinking about nobody's worth that.
No.
I think the most I ever. Well, I did pay $35 to see Luciana Pavarotti,
Mhm.
and I thought that was a lot way back when.
Yeah.
And I think I spent $80 on somebody, but I just can't believe I can't believe what they're paying for the stupid sports.
I know.
Golly. I just don't understand it. I can take a trip for what those things go. I can take a trip for a month somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just don't understand it, but that's okay.
It's crazy.
There's a lot in this world I do not understand.
That's why, that's why all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're from a different generation, obviously.
Oh, obviously. Oh, my word, yes. So,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what, if the whole thing collapsed down, we would survive, but I don't know how many of the millennium and the tech kids would make it.
Oh,
You know, I don't know how they would make it. They wouldn't even to begin to know how to survive.
yeah,
Anyway,
be a lot of meltdowns.
yep. Oh God. Anyway,
Yeah, it's a thing. So just a second, I'm gonna turn this light on. Ooh.
so anyway, the weather is definitely getting better. My poor sister, though, in Phoenix, it's still 110 during the day and 100 at night. They said it's the most brutal summer they've had.
Yeah,
Just a week ago, it was still 116 there. No way. No way.
my wife's brother lives in Mesa. Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. They just bump
Oh
up
yeah. Oh
against
my
each
word.
other.
Yes, they're pretty well attached.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's kind
Yeah.
of like, you say Scottsdale and you think it's gonna be way out. Well, it is, I suppose. But then you get that whole bunch. You got Scottsdale, Mesa, Phoenix. and
they're
that
all
piece
together.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all together. I mean, even to go up to Flagstaff, it's a little cooler, but no, it's still way too hot. I thought Colorado Springs was when it got 95. It was too
Yeah.
hot. Too hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think I can take the heat when 95 in Colorado compared with 95 on the coast.
Oh, absolutely. With no humidity. Yep. All you have to do is step in the shade and it's 10 degrees cooler.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all I know is that when they put me in the car and they lock the doors, they better keep the window down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do.
tell me,
Yeah.
how is it,
Huh?
you hear all these things, in Aurora, Colorado, that
About the
Oh,
gas.
gangs taking over and all. Is that exaggerated or?
that's a joke. Everybody has said so. You know, like the mayor gets on and said, no, this is not true. We have our fair share of Venezuelans who are living here, but there are not taking over anything. And yes, there are gang members around here, but they have them pretty well corralled. They know what they're doing, but they're
Oh,
not.
okay. I don't believe a word he says. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just that way. And you know, kind of like, you know, I don't know, I just get frustrated.
I know, I get totally. They just had a thing on the internet, and Denver is I think it's one of the most crime-ridden, dangerous place. And Colorado Springs is right behind them.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
we have a murder every night in Colorado Springs anymore,
yeah, I
and
know.
the crime rate is out of control.
Well,
So,
Aurora, Denver, and Colorado Springs, is that the three you're talking about?
yep,
Yeah, large cities. But
yeah.
and it's, you know, auto thefts and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But kind of like when Sid went to the Goodwill and she was talking, when she was checking out, there were some people talking and they were mutterings going on what had happened. They had about 5 guys walked into the store and just started picking through clothes and just took them all, walked out the door. 5 of them, and they said they knew they were going to try it, and they had 3 guys at the door trying to stop them. He said they just got run over. You know.
Yeah. It's just awful. I mean, just awful. On a happier note, you know, Carol and I did our 16-day camping trip in a tent, and we both agreed that from now on it's glamping. It's
Yeah.
not going to be camping. Yeah. I mean, it was great, but it's a lot of work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, putting up the tent and cooking and all that type of thing.
Where'd you
So
go?
now, if we do that again, it's going to be glamping.
Well,
I'll tell you,
You go.
like, I'll tell you what, there must have been 10,000 people at Zion National Park. It was so
Really?
crowded, it was not pleasant. It wasn't pleasant at all.
It was warmer fall and everything, I imagine so.
Wow.
Yeah, they say the only time you can go is winter, and then of course you can't even get on the roads because they're so snowpacked. But that's okay. The other parks were not that bad, but Zion was bad. I don't know if you feel this way, but when I revisited someplace now, everything seems to be so much smaller than it used to be. Like Zion, I can picture the last 2 times, well, which was 5 decades ago and 3 decades ago. This time it felt like it was just so much smaller than I remembered. Same with Bryce, but it was good to see him again. Lots of picture rocks, lots of pictures.
Parks are getting smaller and the stores are getting bigger.
Yeah, yep. I know that's true with our houses. Like I was born in Chicago, and I remember the house, you know, being big. But when revisiting it, it was really quite a small house. It was cute, yeah. So I guess that just
face,
does
Sharon. I keep
Pardon?
losing your face. Your camera's moving around, I guess.
Oh, well, I have it on my lap, and I do. Yeah, I don't have it stationary. I have it on my tablet, not a computer.
Okay.
So that's why I move around a lot, because it's balancing in my hand and on my stomach.
I thought you were on board a boat.
Oh, goodness.
So
How's Sid's shoulder coming along?
good. She goes down Tuesday, for physical therapy again. She's doing good.
Okay, great.
She can't quite get it up as high as she wants, but we got nothing but time. You know.
Is it a right or left? shoulder?
Left,
Left, okay.
yeah.
She can still drive and everything, right?
She can drive, yeah. Well, even when she had her in the sling, they said that she could drive. It just had to make sure she could have both hands on the wheel, but she couldn't actually steer fully with it. Like,
Is she right or left-handed?
yeah, well, I'm left-handed.
Is she right or left-handed?
Huh?
And he can't hear me.
Oh, is Sid right-handed or left-handed?
Oh, she's right-handed. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the oddball. Except I'm kind of ambidextrous in a way. I can write on a chalkboard with either hand,
Okay.
and I can shoot a rifle right-handed and throw a ball right-handed.
No.
That's kind of where it ended.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I remember when I was at Fort Ord, they'd have guys having to go out to train fire and shoot the rifle when they were left-handed. And the mechanism would be on the right-hand side. And so they tell them, you can't hold that close to your face because that thing, when you fire the bolt, that thing's going to come back and kick you, the bolt. You remember that, Ron?
Oh, yes. Very
Yeah,
much.
the bolt would come back, and if it hits you in the face, you said, you will have a black eye. I said,
Mm.
so,
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Anyhow,
Ralph, do you hear, Sharon, do you hear from anybody we went to school with, or other than like,
Well, I hear from Joan, but I still can't get them to get on the. I just don't understand it. But Joan and Carol are about the only people I really kept up with, and Yvonne
yeah,
from high school.
Uh-huh.
For years and years, I kept up with Rosemary, but I lost her. I don't even know if she's still alive
all right.
in Santa Monica. I mean, she never called, so it was always I who did it, and I just haven't even tried to get a hold of her for maybe 5 years now. So I really don't hear from anybody.
Yeah,
Mike Novak from time to time, and Bill Bradish, and they'll send me Mark or Joe Oakey, take your choice. He sends me, and I don't know why Joe Godek. I don't know if you read what he sent. This big thing on his car,
oh, yeah, yeah. He
and
was into that car. Is that his car?
Yeah, enjoy those. I do look at them when you send them on. Thank you. I do look at them. Yeah, his cars are beautiful. Oh, geez. Yeah.
one thing about Joe, and I know I'm probably guilty of it too. When Joe writes you, he doesn't write a line; he writes a book, and
There's a lot to say.
it's fun.
And so do you, Ron.
At least what he writes, it makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. You try to make sure everybody feels good. You're not critical.
Yeah, well, you're right. I
Yeah, well,
express my opinion.
now
Sometimes
Dave lines were on for a while, weren't they?
Yeah, they haven't been on for a long time. Yeah.
I saw something where they moved somewhere. It was on Facebook. That doesn't mean they wouldn't be online, but they said something about, well, that was their last day there, and they had some kind of a party for them, and they moved to another area. I have no idea where.
Oh, really?
That was maybe a month, 2 months ago, I think. But
Line or who?
Dave Lines.
Yeah.
So and
I got this guy, that good friend of mine, Tony Carnelli, who is Bacinos, the Bacinos from Catholic High.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a cousin of them.
mm-hmm.
And they lived right, I think about 2 doors from each other when he grew up. John Bacino, Jim and John, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember the names. I'd have to
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
One became a priest.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, Ron, he was gave my dad's not the eulogy, but the mass. He said the mass at Dad's funeral.
Mm.
And I don't know if I remember that or not, but he's passed away.
Oh, yeah.
And so Jim's got the house now. Neither one of them ever married. Well, obviously John didn't because he became a priest, but then Jim never married. So he was a teacher, retired teacher.
Mm.
And I think they were both behind us, if I'm not mistaken, in school.
We're not getting any younger. You know, that's,
No,
you know, that list that I made up and sent out by order of them passing and all that. Somebody sent Alice Logan. I never sent out an updated on that, but that would be the only change. And
mhm.
God forbid we have to add a name on there sometime, which probably will happen. But there were just some. Jacqueline Beyond the Little was married to John Zelatel, and
Yeah,
I have her email address, and I sent out. I tried to call her phone number, and it wasn't in service. And I sent Jackie a thing, and I said, "Can you just send me John's date, and I'll update the list?" And I never heard back from her. And other than that, the people there who I didn't have them for, Mike Blamey and a few others.
yeah.
I mean,
So Jackie Beyond the Little's dad he worked for what was it, I guess the Department of Revenue or what, but used to give us our driving tests when we wanted to get our driver's license.
Oh,
Department of Motor Vehicles is who he worked for. And he was, not real friendly, but pretty. Then after a while, he'd start recognizing you when you had like I went down first to get mine and he was, I guess, had a bad day or something, but about anything I did wrong.
yeah,
But I still got my license, so it wasn't that bad. And then my sister Kathy got hers from him, and she says, "Oh, Mr. Belilla, he's so nice a guy. He's just really nice." And I said, "Yeah, to you, but to me,
I've been
I couldn't do anything right." So,
Mm.
there.
and I always say, that's one of the times I went down, I said, "So how's Jackie?" "Oh, she's fine. She's fine, And you know her?" And so I explained, "Yeah, I went to Catholic High, we're in the same class." Oh. So that kind of helped a little bit, but it was too late. He already gave me my license by that time.
Yeah, I heard. But well, we do the best we can to keep in touch, and we're making this available to any and everybody.
Yeah.
Regardless of how they vote in November, we'll still welcome them back.
Well, it's kind of like you get to the point, I think I'm going to pass this year.
Yeah, I took a look at my ballot today. It is so small that I had to get out the magnifying glass to read it. They had so many things on it. Everything was about this big. Even with my reading glasses, I could not read it.
Yeah. Well, it's so long too.
It was you know anymore with the judges, so I don't even bother. I don't know if they're good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
That's right. Half the people running, probably 80% of the people running, I don't know anything about them.
Exactly. You don't know if you should stay or not stay. So I don't even fill that out. But we had how many initiatives this time? We had 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had a bunch. It seemed like one of them was about the veterinarians.
Yeah, and that was a yes. I didn't say anything wrong with that. I actually voted yes on 3 of them, I think.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's all no.
Yeah.
But this time there were 3 or 4 that I voted yes on. Like I don't like them just going out and killing mountain lions and all that. So I don't think they should. They should not have a season for them. So there are a few things I voted yes
Yeah.
on, but anything that had to do with raising taxes, it was no, no, no.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
The only one that I think it's the 2D, was that the one about the road tax?
Oh yeah, the road tax. Yeah, I had to read that a couple times before I decided
Yeah.
no.
Did you? Well, they've done a pretty good job with the streets.
Yes, they have.
Since
Yes, they
Jared
have.
Sutherland and this new guy we have, they have been really doing a good job resurfacing all the streets around town. Like Academy Boulevard, that's 1,000% better than it was before.
Oh, absolutely. I heard the mayor speak, and I was actually quite impressed with him.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor, yeah, yeah.
I think he tries to, make sure everybody's, he pays attention to the issues.
Right, and he does what's. I think he does what's best for Colorado Springs, and not best for
Yeah.
a particular party or person. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Bob Isaac was governor or mayor here, and between him, he wasn't as bad as the mayor before him or the mayor after him. But the first full-time mayor we had, he was a realtor, a developer. Well, who was going to be getting the edge there.
Yeah, and that was before I came here. Yeah,
Yeah.
came up here. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm glad I'm as old as I am.
Well,
I don't think I want to be 25 again in
no.
this atmosphere. Yeah.
No. Now, the kids who are 25, they better wake up.
Yeah, I heard that.
They're the ones that you were just talking about a while ago. It's kind of like you don't know what they do. They wouldn't know what to do. But,
yeah. Anymore when people ask me who you're going to vote for, I said I'm voting for the First Amendment. I'm voting for the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
I'm voting for not killing babies. I'm voting for the wall. I'm voting for no illegals that we have to take care of, et cetera, et cetera. I don't name a person, and if they're stupid enough not to know who I'm going to vote for, then that's their fault.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my battle cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And God forbid.
Oh, but I'm with you, Sharon.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as this thing, especially, I don't know, at our age,
Yeah.
which I'm still getting around pretty good. I was just telling Sid that I got to go see the foot doctor. I got my knees, that one that I had surgery on still hasn't been working right, but that's okay.